Listener discretion is advised.
It's time for another Steel Revolution podcast. Please keep in mind that the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the individuals, and they do not reflect any official view of the United Steelworkers, USW Local 105, or its officers or sub-board members for officers. Now, from the banks of the mighty Mississippi River, this is Steel Revolution.
Getting hard to work like this.
I remember that. Don't worry.
All right, podcast listeners, welcome to Steel Revolution 110.
110?
That's right, Shawn.
Thank you.
Thanks. I'm Roy Hutt.
Shawn Geisens.
Lee Shaver.
See, I thought of you guys this time.
Thanks.
And it just keep on going. You're welcome.
I didn't say thank you, though.
You were thinking it.
Maybe. Thank you, Roy.
Now we'll dive right into the local news. So, reminder, the spouse and dependent audit did wrap up at the end of July. We do have some time, though, to help the few remaining people that need to identify their spouse or dependent. Like I said, we still got time for that. There's about, ironically, 105 active members needing to be verified and 17 retirees. We spent time this week calling all the retirees on our list. A lot we don't have good phone numbers for. Reminder to anybody listening, make sure you got good contact information on file down here at the hall. When there is an issue with either the company or something like this, we reach out and try to contact you. If we don't have a good number, we can't contact you.
Yep.
So help us out there. And again, if you were on vacation or whatever, or you didn't see that, or you want to verify whether or not you're on the list, you can call the hall and we can help you fax it from down here. We had 6 new hires that started on July 25th. All of those new hires signed cards. And then we have another hire group that comes in on August 22nd. And why don't we just kind of skip here, Lee? Why don't you talk about like the mixed scrap and how that affects ingot? We got some text messages now about drops that were bad. Any insight into that?
Yeah, it sounds like we actually had some lithium that was mixed into a bundle over in the plate mill. So that actually, I believe we had to scrap 3 drops for ingot. And actually that equaled about 24 hours is what they told us this morning. So please make sure you're making sure that you're not mixing scrap. If there's any questions, make sure you stop and ask someone. I guess it's easier to just say don't mix series, or there are some things that can go into other things, but it's better just to stop and ask what needs to be put into the tubs or into a bundle. I think they said we're 3.37 or something like that for off analysis for last month, and they said that's like the highest it's ever been. So this is stuff that's actually affecting us. It's we're having a hard time getting purchase ingot in, and that coupled with a lot of the off analysis, it's starting to affect some things out there. So yeah, take the extra time to make sure you're not mixing scrap. It's not good news when we're scrapping this many pounds. I want to say it was like 2 million pounds or something of scrap, or I can't remember what it was. Cindy said this morning something to that effect. That was last month. So
I just know last month it was like 6 million behind.
Yeah.
This month's behind. You know, that coupled with the high purity, not being able to get that in the plant, not being able to get the railroad to bring ingot in due to issues with their manpower or whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
You know, all this stuff is adding up with the plant not running good. And it could cost us dearly. The August 22nd they're going to hire. They could pause hiring, trying to wait to see if we pull out of this. If there continues to be issues, who knows what that reduce schedules, which is probably what I would think would happen first. Cut your Sundays out like they've done before. So, it's critically important that this stuff gets turned around and fixed right away, so that doesn't happen. And the worst case scenario, there'd be a layoff. People are laying off, even though there's a lot of jobs to have, and business here is good.
Yep.
But if you can't get the ingots done or brought in, then it's not going to matter.
Yeah, I mean, management told us there's a lot of business out there for us. If we can keep up on ingot, we'd be getting a lot of business for the company. So, which is job security. I don't want this to end up being costing people's jobs. So, let's make sure we're doing the right thing and getting scrapped to the ingot plant how it's supposed to get there.
Thanks, Lee. Reminder: we did file a couple grievances. The vacation rate was taken care of. We did hear the grievance on the orthodontic max increase. We heard that last Friday. So the company has one more week to give us an answer on that. Reminder, third level grievances are at the end of August. So we get an answer on that. If it's not favorable, we'll take that to third level. Let's see, payroll. Continue to see some payroll issues. They seem to have gotten somewhat better, but there may be another vacation rate issue. We're working through Dan here, our office managers, helping us out with that. Plus, we brought it up to payroll here at the department and sent an email off to Pittsburgh. So we're working through that. There may be a new one. We'll let you know if there is and how many people is affected. A reminder, when you're viewing your pay stubs at work, if you download them to view them, they will stay on that kiosk whether you're there or not. Whether you log off, people log back in, that download will still be there. So if you download it to bring up a bigger picture, make sure you delete that download. Otherwise, everybody's going to see it.
Yeah, make sure everyone's going to look at their pay stubs too. Don't just assume that it's all correct. For sure. Like I said, we've stopped getting so many calls, I guess, down here about paycheck issues. That doesn't mean they're still out there. So just make sure you're looking at your paychecks to make sure everything's correct.
It is confusing. Ask somebody that knows kind of what they're looking for, because it is confusing to look at. A lot of people say I wasn't paid right, or I don't think I was paid right. Most of the time you are, but it's a good idea, especially with all these issues. Like Lee said, make sure you're looking it over. A reminder, the office manager, Dan's hours, 6:30 to 2:30, Monday through Friday. He is your go-to resource for your retirement questions. However, the hall will be closed on August 11th due to our union golf tournament. We just decided to close it down. It'd be too hard to make sure somebody's here and not at the plant. Again, show up at 8 for that on August 11th at Glenn's Creek. Shotgun start at 8:30, and the tournament is full this year.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, double on every hole.
Wow.
Does Glenn know you're coming over to play in this creek?
Mm-hmm. He knows we're doubling up every hole.
That didn't go well for you, Shawn.
Back to you, Lee. Veterans of Steel.
Yeah, Veterans of Steel. We've gotten some names, list of names. If you're interested in being part of the Veterans of Steel, again, you do not have to be a veteran to try and help some veterans out with issues and some events. Kind of wait until maybe about the week of the 15th, start trying to figure some stuff out on what we want to do when we want to meet. So if you're interested, please call the hall and give your information.
Something new, we did get a hotel discount. Hotel reached out to us that we had done some business with our arbitrations in their conference room. wanting to know if we'd be interested in a discounted rate for our membership. We said yes. So it is the Sonesta Select Hotel at 895 Golden Valley Drive in Bettendorf, kind of over by where the old Jumers was. But they will give us a discounted rate for the rest of the year. Just use promo code the number 2 USWLOA, and that'll get you your discounted rate. And again, that's in effect till the end of the year. Cancellations must be made 24 hours in advance, and there is also, so rates are based on availability. Lots of information back and forth about the free college.
Yeah.
What's the latest?
Well, I can only give you the latest, as it seems to be ever changing. So it sounds like if you enrolled in the free college benefit before July 19th, so July 18th and sooner, and before, you are good to go. July 19th and beyond is kind of the deadline that they have set for now. So as it is now, it's on pause for those that enrolled July 19th and later. We are in contact with the International and try to see what's going on. This all kind of came out all of a sudden, at least for us it did, and then it seemed like it was changing every other day. So we're trying to put out information as we get it. Look for our Facebook page. That's where we're kind of putting information out, and then check the Forerunner. Obviously, we'll be putting stuff out. So it sounds like they are working through it, or trying to work through it to see how they can keep this going in the future. The details that has to do with grants and Title IV aid and how that's applied and given to people. So the Department of Education is getting with them on that. So more details to come. That's what I have as of today at 2 o'clock.
Thanks, Lee. Sevier Steel, our amalgamated unit 105-2, voted down their contract extension. I believe their current contract is up. Is it this month sometime?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe it's up this month sometime, but they had a contract extension offer that was turned down, so we'll be working on trying to see if they can get something to pass down there.
Yep.
Another USW news, 310 out of Des Moines, the big tire local. They have a TA, and that's about all I can tell you. It was at the last minute. They kind of got a TA, and they are keeping that under tight wraps, it seems like.
Very tight wraps.
Have not heard any details about what's going on there. On to Iowa. Did you know Iowa ranks 36th in starting pay for teachers despite a budget surplus that's touted by Governor Reynolds? So furthermore, rural teachers are struggling with a lack of pay. So again, that has a lot to do with the gutting of Chapter 20
Yep.
and the teachers bargain over very, very little, and
Yep.
their wages are capped from what they can get for raises.
Yeah, it's, and not just the pay. It's, my daughter goes to public school, so it's amazing what teachers do out there and what they have to actually put in themselves out of their own money to get things to make sure kids are interested and think. I think back when I was young, going through public schools, we didn't have to pay for anything. Everything was given there in the schools, and now it's like, I'm sure everyone knows that as public schools, you got a laundry list of things you got to go out and buy before you get there. But yeah, just to think that they're that low in pay, and then on top of that, they actually get other things for kids to have in the classes it's just disappointing. It's sad, really, absolutely sad.
A reminder, your delegates for the International Convention will be heading to Las Vegas here this weekend to represent you. We'll see if by chance Lee, me, or you can get any audio to be put on the next podcast. We'll see if we can run into some people and give some updates, maybe have something interesting to say.
Yeah, we should have opportunities anyway.
So that is next week, and that is it.
Short version today.
Shortened up. No,
No mic.
tried to.
I have a mic right here.
No Mike Nicholas.
Oh.
There you go.
We don't have any turntables though.
Jeez. Is that what you did in Cape Girardeau? Oh, sorry.
I was never in Cape Girardeau. Did you have 2 turntables and a microphone at Cape Girardeau? Probably
No.
not. Probably not at the country station.
So, let me tell you.
Oh, that was a legit country station?
Yeah.
I thought you were joking.
No. Yeah, I worked at a country station. Anything else?
Oh, there's a lot more I could ask.
Let's just take the high road. Let's keep it professional.
Okay. I guess.
Okay. Let's keep it professional, Shawn. And where can people find us?
They can find us on you just throwing your paperwork around?
we're
Look
about
at
done.
you. Okay. Well, they can find us on our Facebook page. Steel Revolution Podcast, USW, Local 105. iPhone, iPad app, which is Apple Podcast. The Podcast Addict for Android devices, the Android app. Google Play Music, iHeartRadio app. Spotify, YouTube, Odyssey app, Libsyn.com. Local's website, and the men's restroom here at Local 105 on Devil's Glen Road. Any questions about that, gentlemen? No, you good?
Yeah, good job, Shawn.
Yeah, whatever.
I have a question.
Yes, Roy. What can I do you for?
Did you ever wear a cowboy hat down there?
I did. No, I
No?
did not.
Never.
No,
Never.
I don't own one. Do you?
Yeah, but isn't that
Well, I
part
didn't
of the-
work at a country music radio station.
Yeah,
I would
but
think I'd be required
You look like a
to wear
line.
one.
Yeah.
You look like a line dancer, like scootin' boogie kind of guy.
I mean, I thought it'd be like Judge Reinhold in Fast Times at Ridgemont High with the...
No.
You gotta wear the costume, even when you're in your car.
Oh, so I gotta wear that now just because I worked there at one time. I should be
No, I
wearing
mean,
that.
while you work there, I meant.
No.
Listen, there's only one guy down here that has the jeans and legs for line dancing. His name's Pat,
Pat
Stock.
Those are line dancing legs, huh?
They're not weightlifter legs.
I could see him do some line dancing. You ever went line dancing? I went one time and watched because I don't have any groove.
I think that was a part of dancing in PE.
Really?
You're
Yeah.
kidding me.
Yeah.
What school
you go?
district?
You did what? Sherrard? John, you should know that.
I no, that's not in the curriculum.
Is that where your kids go?
Yeah.
Your kid never told you? Well, we had to do line dancing. in
No,
PE?
he hasn't done that. At least not yet.
He hasn't
I should-
told you.
He's ashamed of it.
You're gonna get into some wedding, and all of a sudden he's gonna be out there, and you're like, "Where'd you learn that at?"
Oh gosh, I did not know that.
My gym teacher taught me.
What? What kind of thing are they doing out there in Sherrard? I need to make some phone calls apparently.
And he says, my family goes back to Cape Girardeau.
No.
They're going to say, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
They're going to say, oh, now we know where you got your
Yeah,
line dancing
yeah.
from.
I'm going to delete this part out. Thank you.
Genetic.
No, it's not genetic. I cannot dance.
Line dancing ain't hard.
That's a
It's
Phil
not like-
Collins song.
Yeah, I can't dance. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Genesis actually.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Don't mess with Shawn Roberts.
sorry.
Really? So, hey, don't forget to say something about your union.
Something good.
Something good.
Oh yeah, it says it right there. Don't forget to say something good about your union.
Every day.
Are we done?
Till next time. I'm
See ya.
scared.
As you should be.
It'll just be Mike and whoever else is here.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna be here?
When?
I don't know. The next podcast? Are you on vacation or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I gotta dig some stuff up then.
It'll be far, far away.
Be with
Like
Shrek.
Shrek? Yeah.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Steel Revolution
is a podcast by USW Local 105, Bettendorf, Iowa.